Escape from Tarkov is an extremely unforgiving game, and that could be why you have turned to this video. You're probably sick of going through beginner tutorial videos or tips and tricks videos, only to find that they are either reiterating things that other videos have already spelled out clearly, or they contradict each other in nature, such as one saying that playing with groups is the easiest way to play the game, and then the next YouTuber saying that playing solo is the easiest. All these videos teach you basic fundamentals of how to play the game and what other players expect. However, none of them change your thought process on how to play. They may tell you to slow down, but they don't tell you what to think as you are coming into the situation, hence why I am making this video. Today I will be teaching you how to read a situation and react to it, not only in a proper manner, but in a way that you can adapt to your own playstyle, whether it's balls to the wall, high-speed killing, or slow, methodical, and paced hunting. 1. Situational awareness, body layout, and blood spatter analysis. It sounds silly, but seeing how a body is laying on the floor when they are gunned down, either by you or another person, can help you guess what is coming. If there's a body laying on its back and blood on the wall behind him, quite obviously he was shot from the front and fell backwards. If someone is shot from an elevated position, the blood will typically spray onto the ground. If you can see this and figure out where or how they were shot, it could save your life when you either go into an encounter to encounter them, or if you decide not to enter the situation in fear of losing your gear. If you get really technical with it, you can see where the blood hit on the wall. Like, for instance, there's a body and blood is in the upper corner of the wall behind him. That could mean that the person that shot him is prone or crouching down, waiting for the next person to walk through the door or entry. 2. OODA loop. If you're in the military, you've probably heard about this. I learned it while I was in the Marine Corps, and it's kind of stuck with me. It helps you make decisions in life and with combat. It stands for observe, orient, decide, and act. You do this over and over until either you or the enemy is put down. So let's say you see an enemy and the direction that they are going. So you put yourself into an ambush spot to prepare to take them down. You decide to fire onto them or don't, depending on if they end up being too geared for you. Then you act. You either take the shot or not. Most engagements will end right here. You land that perfect shot and he drops and you take his stuff. Or you lay in the bush or behind cover and he just keeps on walking. However, there are going to be times that his helmet catches the bullet or he spots you while you're laying in the bush. So his OODA loop starts now too. He notices you shoot at him, or you are in a bush and he notices you then. He puts himself behind cover, he decides to rush you, or waits to pick you off if you rush him, and then he acts. And this time, if you react faster to your mistake and outpace his OODA loop, you will stop this from becoming a shootout. So you observe that you missed or are spotted. You push him or take a different cover. You decide to fight or run, and then you act. Then this repeats over and over until one of you are dead. 3. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. A saying that I've been hearing for years, and especially since I've been in the military, is slow is smooth and smooth is fast. If you're rushing anything, there will be a certain amount of inefficiency to what you are doing. That's not saying you can't do things fast. It's more or less that you should stay in your comfort zone with things. Mistakes I see all the time on players I play against is them trying to rush shots onto me while moving around so I can't hit them, but I typically stand my ground and spray them down. Sometimes they do get me, and that happens. It's just part of the game. But if you slow down to a pace you're comfortable with, you'll survive more often than not. Sometimes if things get intense, I kill multiple players and scavs, and my heart's beating. It's an intense game. It's easy to make a rash decision when you're in that heat of the moment. When I feel like that, I try and get into a good spot where I can chill out for a second, and I literally breathe for a second just to calm down. It's like a form of meditation. And you slow down the adrenaline rush so you can think more clearly, because if you don't, you could make a poor decision and die because of it. This step could be applied to really anything in life. If you're at work and you rush things, the quality of the product typically goes down. Think of if you skim through a book rather than reading the whole thing. Sure, you might get the gist of it, but you will miss the smaller details and even sometimes larger ones. If you like the video, feel free to subscribe to me. I'm just now starting off on here and would greatly appreciate the support. If it does well enough, I might even make a Patreon. I hope these tips will improve your gameplay in Escape from Tarkov and will make a greater challenge in the future with smarter enemies for myself and you. Thank you for watching.